Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Sangeeta Bhattacharjee bringing to you the headlines first. Israeli-Palestinian conflict continues with death toll rising to 300 in Hamas attack. Indian Air Force celebrates 91st anniversary in Prayagraj, ceremonial parade organized. Inter-Ministerial Committee for Sikkim flood visit state takes stock of ground situation. Tripura Chief Minister Dr. Manik Saha attends Tripura Rajya Mahavidyalaya Shaikshik Sang's annual general meeting. And in ICC Men's ODI World Cup Cricket, Australia sets target of 200 runs for India. And now the details. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict continues for the second day today, with the Israel Defense Forces launching the Operation Swords of Iron after the death toll in the Hamas attack rose to more than 300, with 1,500 injured. In response to the deadly attacks, the Israel Defense Forces launched the operation, hitting 17 military compounds and 4 operational command centers belonging to Hamas in the Gaza Strip, killing more than 230 people. Israeli PM Benjamin Netanyahu strongly condemned the Hamas and declared war. As per reports, the Israeli mayor and head of the Shar HaNegev Regional Council, Ofer Lipstein, was killed in the deadly rocket fire. Following the Hamas terrorist attack on Israel, India's representative office to Palestine has asked all Indian nationals in Ramallah to directly contact the office in case of emergency or if any assistance is needed. The representative office also provided a 24-hour emergency helpline. Meanwhile, in a positive development, Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma took to his Twitter handle and informed that as per the latest information of the Ministry of External Affairs and the Indian mission, 27 citizens hailing from Meghalaya who were stuck in the war conflict zone of Israel and Palestine have safely crossed the border into Egypt. In Afghanistan, death toll rose to 2,000 in what can be called the deadliest earthquakes to strike the country in the past 2 decades. According to the local authorities, the number of casualties is expected to increase as search and rescue efforts continue. Reports state that some people may be trapped under collapsed buildings. Meanwhile, the UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs further added that at least 465 houses have been destroyed and 135 damaged. Telephone connections went down in Herat, making it hard to get details from affected areas. The Taliban urged local organizations to reach the earthquake-hit areas as soon as possible to help take the injured to hospital, provide shelter for the homeless and deliver food to survivors. The World Health Organization informed WHO-supported ambulances are transporting those affected, especially the women and children. The Indian Air Force celebrated its 91st anniversary in Prayagraj, Uttar Pradesh today and organized a ceremonial parade at Air Force Station, Bamroli. The parade was reviewed by Chief of the Air Staff, Air Chief Marshal V.R. Chaudhary, who also unveiled the new IAF ensign at the parade. The CS further presented the coveted unit citations to 4 IAF units and lauded them for their exemplary contribution to the service. It may be mentioned that for the first time, the parade had an all-women contingent composed of the newly inducted Agniveer Vayu women. The parade also included a flight of Garud commandos of the IAF for the first time. Meanwhile, President Draupadi Murmu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi forwarded their greetings on the occasion.
And ethos. On behalf of all air warriors, I would like to pay homage to our braves who made the supreme sacrifice in the line of duty. It's our solemn responsibility to preserve their legacy and uphold the values for which they fought. The last 1 year has brought its fair share of challenges our way. I am happy to note that the Indian Air Force has performed exceedingly well and passed every test with flying colors.
In flash floods hit Sikkim, death toll rose to 32, including 9 Indian Army personnel. In view of the current situation, Minister of State for Home Affairs Ajay Kumar Mishra informed that the central government has constituted an inter-ministerial committee comprising senior officers from 5 ministries: Agriculture, Road Transport and Highways, Jal Shakti, Energy and Finance. The committee will visit Sikkim from today to take stock of the ground situation, assess damages and provide assistance. Mishra further informed that the central government has granted an advance sanction of the allocated budget for NDRF and SDRF for 2023-24 to enable the state to carry out immediate rescue, relief and restoration. He said the central government is closely monitoring the situation in Sikkim and all necessary assistance for the state is being provided. Sikkim Chief Minister Prem Singh Tamang visited the disaster-stricken area in Dikchu and interacted with the affected families. Singh informed that each affected family was provided with an emergency relief grant of 50,000 rupees. Singh further added that he also visited the home of late Dawa Shering Lepcha, who tragically lost his life during the calamity at the Dikchu Dam. In a positive development, 26 students from Meghalaya stranded in flash flood hit Sikkim have been successfully evacuated and reached Shillong yesterday evening. Informing this, Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma lauded the state officials for the initiative. Meanwhile, taking to their Twitter handle, the Assam Chief Minister's office also informed that as per directions by Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, state officials have already reached Sikkim to bring back the students stranded there.
Have the figures with me, but as we speak, these students are being picked up, and they, based on the advisory that they should leave the state immediately, we have taken it very seriously, and we hope that within the next 2 to 3 days, the entire operation will be complete.
Tripura Chief Minister Dr. Manik Saha attended the inaugural session of Tripura Rajya Mahavidyalaya Shakshik Sangh's annual general meeting today at Maharaja Veer Vikram Auditorium, Tripura University. Taking to his Twitter handle, Saha said that teachers have a major responsibility in guiding the students in the right direction with a spirit of nationalism. In a fresh incident of violence in Manipur, 1 CRPF personnel and 1 girl were injured when a hand grenade was hurled by unidentified miscreants, which exploded near the residence of State Rural Development and Panchayati Raj Minister Yumnam Khemchand Singh at Yumnam Lekai under Imphal Police Station in Imphal West yesterday night at around 9:50 p.m. Police rushed to the spot immediately after the blast and conducted search operations. However, there is no report of any arrest in connection with the incident. State Chief Minister N. Biren Singh also arrived at the spot and condemned the attack. International World Cup Cricket, India scored 10 runs for 3 at 4.1 overs till the last reports came in. Earlier, Australia set a target of 200 for India at M.A. Chidambaram Stadium in Chennai. Australia had won the toss and opted to bat first. Meanwhile, yesterday, South Africa defeated Sri Lanka by 102 runs at Arun Jaitley Stadium, New Delhi. And in another match, Bangladesh defeated Afghanistan by 6 wickets at Dharamshala. Today is the last day of the 19th Asian Games being held in Hangzhou, China. The closing ceremony will be held later today. 12,407 athletes from 45 nations competed in 40 sports at the Games, which were delayed for a year due to COVID-19. Hockey player P.R. Srijish will be the flag bearer for India in the closing ceremony. Security has been tightened around Hangzhou's Olympic Stadium. China's Premier Li Qiang will attend the closing ceremony. It may be mentioned that the Indian contingent won 107 medals, 28 gold, 38 silver and 41 bronze at Hangzhou. This is the first time that the country has crossed the benchmark of 101 medals in any of the three major games, including the Olympics, the Commonwealth Games and the Asian Games. Days after the Assam and Meghalaya governments decided to deploy a neutral force in the disputed border areas, Meghalaya Cabinet Minister Paul Lingto clarified that the CRPF will be deployed only in sensitive areas that have reported conflicts or have potential of witnessing skirmishes. He made it clear that since prevailing situation in Langpi does not indicate any possibility of skirmishes or conflicts, so these forces will not be deployed there. Lingto also said the regional committees are to complete the entire process and submit their final report within October.
No, because as of date, reports that have emerged from Langpi does not indicate any possibility of skirmishes or conflicts. So these forces will only be deployed.
In Arunachal Pradesh, the villages under Zamitang Circle in Tawang are yet another potential area for growth of tourism in various forms. Keeping this in mind, the villagers have urged upon the government to expedite the implementation of the highly ambitious Vibrant Village Program (VVP) scheme in the villages of the circle. It might be mentioned that the VVP is a unique welfare scheme initiated by the centre and implemented in coordination with the concerned state governments in the villages along the Indo-China border. Officials at the circle office in Zamitang informed that they have already prepared the detailed project report (DPR) for implementation of Vibrant Village Program schemes in the villages of the circle and forwarded it to the higher authorities for implementation.
यहाँ से बॉर्डर के लिए सिर्फ चिंचमानी है तो 12 किलोमीटर ही है, तो वहाँ में 12 किलोमीटर वहाँ से फिर ऊपर हाथोंगला तो यहाँ से तकरीबन 30 किलोमीटर इतने ही है, वहाँ से पूरा चाइना का पोस्ट वगैरह भी दिखाई पड़ता है क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ.
And to end the news, the main points once again. Israeli-Palestinian conflict continues with the death toll rising to 300 in Hamas attack. Indian Air Force celebrates 91st anniversary in Prayagraj, ceremonial parade organized. Interministerial Committee for Sikkim flood visits state, takes stock of ground situation. Tripura Chief Minister Dr. Manik Saha attends Tripura Rajya Mahavidyalaya Shaikshik Sangh's annual general meeting. And in ICC Men's One-Day International World Cup Cricket, Australia sets target of 200 runs for India. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.